Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys another smart home tech product. And this is for, although it can be used indoors, this is for your smart, I would say, garage or your smart backyard. And this is the device right here. This is a device by Teckin. I've worked with them for a little while now. And this is one of their IP44 weatherproof rated outdoor smart sockets. And this has two, obviously, rubber covered weatherproof sockets. This allows you to hook up two different devices and have them work independently with your Google Home Assistant or your Amazon Assistant. You can set these in those devices to say, hey, I want to, let's say I have on this plug, I have what I'm going to use this for is to replace my two smart sockets I have right now in the backyard. So, for instance, I have my ponds on one. Then I have my outdoor decorative fence lights on the other. And so what this is going to do is, again, take another IP address off my network, which is going to help speed up the network, decrease interference, of course. And so now I'll just have one. It kind of simplifies it. You'll have one socket controlling two different devices, so they can be labeled independently. So I'll call this backyard ponds, and I'll call this backyard fence, and then I can use my voice to control those devices. I can set timers individually for each devices, and this is designed to be used outside. You can see it's got a very heavy, thick cord, three-prong plug. It's not a plug, three-prong plug. And of course, what's nice about this too is they've added an eyelet or a screwlet, I call it, where you can put this right on the fence. It is designed to be mounted like this because obviously it's designed to be weatherproof, and these are not at what they call active use outlets. Generally, when you have something that's you always have something plugged in, you have what's called an outlet, active use cover. Like, for instance, my hot tub, I modified one where I had my plug plugged in for the hot tub, and that's protected with a weatherproof seal and designed to something plugged into it and always be on. Whereas this, if you were to have it turn like this, it rains, there's a potential to get water in there and trip your breaker. So it's designed to mount like that. All that water is going to drip down and stay out of that plug. Although on this plug, you're going to have to find a way to make sure that this doesn't get wet. So that might be if you're plugging this, let's say you have just can give you an idea of what I do with the hot tub. Let's say you have an area in your backyard, you have an outdoor box right there. Most boxes on outdoor outlets have the little flap, kind of like this, where you open them and close them. Those are outside boxes, but designed to be weatherproof when they're closed. So you'll want to get one of those clear ones. They make them in just like a metal or plastic. I like the clear ones. You can see what's plugged in, and they have a little, basically you plug in your device, and they have a little kind of cutout in the bottom, and this will run down. So what you'll do is you'll plug that into the box with the weatherproof protective cover, and then of course you'll have this just mounted right to your wall with your devices plugged in underneath. So it could be string lights in your case, could be decorative Christmas lights. You could use these for Christmas lights as well. Great for the holiday season, be able to control those remotely and set those timers, which is wonderful. And that's really about it. Pretty straightforward. It does not support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Most of these devices do not. It is 2.4 gigahertz compatible only. It does have an IP44 weatherproof rating. And what else here? It says it also is made of an ABS fireproof material with splash-proof design, which will withstand damp or wet conditions. Again, that is to be kind of taken with a grain of salt. You do have, again, two outlets with what they call weatherproof button cap designs. Protects the module from dirt and debris when not in use, of course. So when you have something plugged in, that's obviously not the case. You do have a maximum, let's see here. It says a maximum for each, and there is a little bit of a language barrier here right off the app. It says 15 amps / 1875 watts max for each. So I believe that means per outlet, but again, you might want to check with the manufacturer on that. It seems awfully high. I don't think you'd want to plug in two 1800 wattage devices in here. I think that's way too much for any circuit. But again, don't quote me on that. I am not an electrician, so just check with an electrician or check with the manufacturer. You do have a status light right here, which will tell you when it's on, and you do have a power button as well. So if you mount this somewhere where, let's say, you want to be able to just turn it on or off like a manual switch, you can. So a great idea with this is, for instance, in my backyard, I'll give you guys an example. I have two sets of string lights hung up over my backyard and my patios, and they're plugged into standard switches right now. So because the ones I'm using are weatherproof and they're in a little bit of a box back there, you can't just go up and press the button. You have to use voice control, or you have to use your phone. So for me to turn them on, let's say I'm out in the hot tub and I want to go ahead and turn these on, I have to reach over, grab my phone, or I'll have to yell loud enough to the home assistant on the inside of the house. what's great with this is that or I guess you wouldn't be touching this when you're a hot tub, but my point is if you want to get out, or let's say you're just entertaining, you don't want to run in the house, use your phone, you can just press the button, turn these on or off. Now I'm not sure if you press one for one device or if I assume that this button will turn on both at the same time. So a couple sets of string lights, absolutely perfect. If you guys haven't checked out my videos on, I love commercial grade string lights. With the LED technology nowadays, they hardly draw anything. It's a great way to put some super industrial commercial grade string lights in your backyard, around your pergola. I'll be redoing some stuff in the near future. I'll share that with you guys at a later date. But great product. So not really too much else to say about it. It's pretty much straightforward. I think that this would be a perfect design, maybe in the not too distant future, if they integrate maybe an active use cover on these. So although you really won't need it, and I'll be honest with you guys, I have some things plugged in the backyard like Christmas lights that, every now and then if we get a really heavy downpour, it will trip the breaker, but very rarely does it do so. I mean, maybe a couple times every few years, very rare. So, I mean, with this being plugged in this orientation, I highly doubt you're gonna have a problem, but it would be interesting to have put in maybe some sort of weatherproof boot where your stuff that's plugged in will come out the bottom. You could always do stuff, you could always get creative and do stuff your own way, but I think it's pretty cool. And again, there is a status light there, and that's going to show you the status on whether it's ready to be added to your network or whether it's off or on. So that's about it, guys. That's all I have to say about it. $25.99 gets this shipped to your house. Great addition for your backyard if you're using any kind of outdoor lights now and you're into the smart home tech stuff, or you're getting ready for Christmas. Pick a couple of these up, you'll be ready to go. So I want to go ahead and thank Teckin again for their generosity in sending me this awesome device right here. This will be getting used here in the next couple of weeks. I just haven't gone out to the backyard, and I took down that white birch tree. If you haven't seen my video, I almost died doing that, or got really hurt. Luckily, I just banged my head and twisted my wrist. Not a big deal. It's funny after the fact, but always be safe when you're doing anything. I'm very impatient, so what can I say? But all's well that ends well. Check that out. The video's pretty funny, and I'll be adding this. I took down all my string lights. So I have to put everything back up, and I'm just not sure what I want to do quite yet. As time goes on, all the stuff I planted back in 04 has become overgrown. The white birch got diseased. It was infected with beetles. So if you're unfamiliar with that, white birches definitely, and it can happen to a lot of trees. There's a boring beetle that starts to I guess they lay larvae in the side of the tree, and half the tree was dead, so it was just time to go. So I had my string lights up there, so I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. I just want to give it some thought and kind of draw a couple things up, and we'll see here. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks, Teckin, for the generosity in sending me the smart plug. It will get used. I'll come back and re-review the stuff at a later date like I always do to let you guys know whether it's still working and reliable. Rest assured, pretty much if you look at my 930 videos, everything I reviewed for the most part is still working strong, whether it be watches, smart home tech, car audio, whatever. It's still going strong. Knock on some wood here. Not that wood. But you guys get the point. So let me know if I can help you guys in any way. I'm always here to help. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know your questions. I am your source for information when it comes to this stuff. And if I don't know, I'll definitely try to get you to the right person to find out the correct answer. Remember, if you like the content, always subscribe to the channel. But do click the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. I try to upload every couple days. Sometimes it's kind of hit or miss. So sometimes my office gets really hot and I'm sweating right now. I don't really want to be in here. But anyway, that's about it, really. If you want to make a purchase, again, $25.99 shipped directly from Amazon to your house. If you do use my links in the description, it does help. They are affiliate links. It does help to support the channel and myself. I do get a small commission on that purchase, and I do appreciate if you use them. If not, you just like the information, you like the videos, that's okay too. I want you guys to have a wonderful weekend and take care.